My sister fired me for underperforming. Despite my 2.8M deals, she regretted it fast. She erased my 49% revenue share in minutes. Will her betrayal cost her everything? Hi, I'm Zoe Parker. My sister fired me from our company, claiming I underperformed, despite my deals generating $2.8 million annually. A brutal betrayal that erased my 49% revenue contribution in a single boardroom ambush. She regretted it the next day. Will her betrayal cost her everything? The October mornings in Charleston, South Carolina, carry a deceptive warmth. The scent of magnolias and the hum of downtown traffic masking the storm brewing within the sleek glass building I'd helped build from nothing. I stood in the open plan office of ThriveWell Bio, arranging pitch decks for our fall summit. The clatter of keyboards and my sister's rehearsed charm a stark reminder of my precarious place in our shared legacy. The air was thick with the aroma of fresh coffee and the bitter sting of her calculated dismissal, a tension that had simmered for years, now erupting in a public act of erasure. It was here, amidst the polished desks and framed awards, that I faced her betrayal, a wound that would test my resilience and set me on a path to reclaim my legacy, a journey marked by quiet defiance, a strategic counterstrike, and a triumphant moment where I stood as the true architect of our success, leaving her to face the consequences of her greed. I'm a 34-year-old tech innovator, my days consumed by crafting user experiences, closing multi-million-dollar deals, and steering ThriveWell Bio's wellness platform, a career built on creativity and grit honed through years of navigating family dynamics. To my family, however, I'm the overlooked sister, perpetually overshadowed by my older sister, Claire, whose charisma and CEO title were their pride. Growing up in our affluent Charleston suburb, with its historic homes and oyster roasts, I was the visionary, staying up late to code prototypes, organizing community health fairs, and saving every penny from tutoring to fund our startup, while Claire was celebrated for her polished pitches, her designer suits, and her ability to dazzle investors. Family dinners, low-country boils with shrimp and corn were stages for Claire's stories. Her European brand trips or boardroom wins, while my breakthroughs, like a $2.8 million wellness contract, went unnoticed. Moms, that's nice. Zoe, a fleeting nod. My diary noting. Closed Mason deal. No one cared. My parents, Diane and Robert, never asked about the nights I spent refining algorithms or the pride of doubling our conversion rates. Their focus locked on Claire's leadership, my diary noting Claire's keynote, my code ignored. I'd believed that my contributions and loyalty would earn their respect, a hope that persisted despite Claire's growing ambition. At 18, I built our first website, only to hear Claire credited for its sleek vision, my diary noting my code, her glory. I'm erased. Claire's 30th birthday was a $15,000 yacht party, while mine was a $30 gift card and a rushed happy birthday, my diary noting $30 for me, $15,000 for her. I'm nothing. By 28, I understood my role, the techie sister who didn't need the spotlight, my diary noting I'm the engine, not the star. The worst came that Monday morning, when Claire, wielding Dad's trust, fired me for disruption, despite my 49% revenue share, my diary noting fired, $2.8M ignored. I'm betrayed. Escorted out by HR and legal, I saw her rehearse my pitch, my diary noting my words, her voice. I'm erased. A sticky note, we all know from an anonymous colleague, was my only solace, my diary noting their truth, my spark. I'm rising. Charleston's October dawn was soft, my resolve a quiet fire, Claire's betrayal a wound I'd transform into strength, a vow to reclaim my legacy, unaware that her regret would come swiftly. The firing was a meticulously staged ambush. I arrived at ThriveWell's 6th floor, my reusable mug from a Savannah flea market steaming, expecting a routine summit prep. The office buzzed with a strange hush. Junior staffers avoiding my gaze, my diary noting whispers, their fear. I'm uneasy. HR's Macy, once a tea-sharing friend, and legal's Ethan stood by my door, their faces stiff, my diary noting no smiles, their script. I'm cornered. Inside, a termination folder awaited NDA, severance, accusations of emotional unpredictability, my diary noting false claims, their trap. I'm slandered. Ethan's smooth delivery. Claire's rights as majority shareholder cited Dad's trust. My diary noting Dad's will, her weapon. I'm betrayed. I countered. I closed the $2.8 million deal. But Macy's averted eyes confirmed Claire's control. My diary noting my work, her power. I'm silenced. I packed lightly a chipped mug, a notebook, a 2014 photo of Claire and me at our first booth, my diary noting my past, her theft. I'm leaving. The office's silence was deafening. No farewells. Only Vera's voice echoing my pitch through glass walls. My diary noting my deck, her stage. I'm erased. I watched her falter on my phrasing, my diary noting my vision, her mimicry. I'm steady. I didn't interrupt, my scarf adjusted, my reflection in the elevator doors resolute, my diary noting her act, my exit. I'm unbroken. Outside, Charleston's warmth felt hollow, the glass door closing behind me a final severance, my diary noting her victory, my spark. I'm planning. The sticky notes, we all know, burned in my pocket, a reminder of allies unseen, my diary noting their faith, my fire. I'm rising. My apartment's quiet. The mug on the counter grounded me, my diary noting my truth, her lie. I'm ready. Charleston's October night was still, my resolve a quiet fire, Claire's betrayal a wound I'd transform into strength, a vow to strike back, setting the stage for a reckoning that would unravel her facade. Claire's firing, erasing my 49% revenue legacy from ThriveWell Bio, was a searing betrayal that shattered my trust and sparked a fierce awakening to reclaim my worth. In my Mount Pleasant apartment, the October evening was heavy, the distant hum of Charleston's nightlife muffled by thin blinds, casting a dim glow across a kitchen table cluttered with old files and a chipped mug. The air was thick with the scent of reheated tea and the weight of my wounded pride, a stark contrast to the boardroom where I was dismissed. My diary lay open, its pages a raw chronicle of my pain, the NDA's gag, Claire's stolen pitch, the sticky notes' solidarity a record of my struggle to find my voice, urging me to reflect on the moment I chose to fight back. The memory of Claire's rehearsed smile and Ethan's scripted accusations burned, a wound that fueled my resolve to expose her deceit, setting the stage for a strategic counterstrike that would begin to unravel her control and affirm my indispensable role in our company's success. The silence post-firing was suffocating. LinkedIn buzzed with Claire's summit photos, her new leadership praised, my diary noting her spotlight, my erasure. I'm invisible. No message from her. Only industry posts ignoring my exit. My diary noting her narrative, my absence. I'm sidelined. Sitting in my robe, the chipped mug built from nothing in hand. I felt the weight of betrayal. My diary noting her theft, my legacy. I'm betrayed. Past slights resurfaced 2 years ago. Claire omitted me from a Series A toast. Later trying to dilute my 32% share to 19%. My diary noting her greed, my fight. I'm resilient. Her promise, we're family, rang hollow, my diary noting her words, empty lies. I'm awake. A text from Mason Lynn, a $2.8 million client. Changed everything I signed with you. Not the brand, my diary noting his trust, my value. I'm seen. Claire never met him. My relationships her blind spot. my diary noting my bonds, her weakness. I'm stirring. My goddaughter, Ellie, brought coffee, her hug a quiet anchor, my diary noting her warmth, my strength. I'm grounded. As we watched news, my mind raced. Claire's betrayal wasn't new, only bolder, my diary noting her pattern, my clarity. I'm rising. I contacted Raphael, my trusted ally, meeting at a King Street cafe, its book and espresso scent a refuge, my diary noting his loyalty, my haven. I'm planning. Raphael revealed Claire's fraud, $100,000 funneled through a shell vendor, bypassing board votes, my diary noting her theft, my leverage. I'm armed. The evidence emails, contracts was damning, my diary noting her lies, my truth. I'm building. I recalled a 2020 NDA dispute, finding a draft with Clause 14B requiring financial transparency, my diary noting her trap, my weapon. I'm sharp. Claire's insistence on keeping it had backfired, my diary noting her arrogance, my edge. I'm ready. I scanned the clause, digitized it, and sent it to Raphael, my diary noting my proof, her downfall. I'm moving. His reply, "You're the architect reignited my fire, my diary noting his faith, my spark." I'm alive. Claire's smear campaign emerged LinkedIn posts claiming I was unstable, my diary noting her slander, my silence. I'm steady. Emails from colleagues, supportive but cautious, piled up, my diary noting their voices, my allies. I'm not alone. Jamie, my former assistant, slipped me a flash drive with Vera's mocking Zoom. She's broken. Can't face a mirror. My diary noting her venom, my evidence. I'm fierce. The video fueled my resolve, my diary noting her laugh, my storm. I'm rising. I prepared for the investor call, my diary noting her stage, my truth. I'm coming. Charleston's October dusk was calm, my resolve a quiet fire, Claire's betrayal a wound I'd transform into strength, a vow to reclaim my legacy with precision, setting the stage for a confrontation that would expose her fraud and restore my name. Claire's smear campaign, branding me unstable to justify my firing, was a desperate betrayal that hardened my resolve to expose her fraud and reclaim my legacy at ThriveWell Bio. In a San Francisco co-working space, the October morning was electric. The clatter of keyboards and scent of roasted coffee, a backdrop to my meticulous planning. The air was thick with the hum of ambition and the weight of my impending stand, a stark contrast to the Charleston office where I was erased. My diary lay open on a corner table, its pages a raw chronicle of my strategy, Claire's $100,000 fraud, the NDA clause, Jamie's video a record of my fight to restore my name, urging me to reflect on the moment I chose truth over silence. The memory of Claire's not-aligned dismissal and her mocking Zoom burned, a wound that fueled my determination to confront her, setting the stage for a public revelation that would unravel her lies and affirm my role as the company's true visionary. I cross-checked Raphael's evidence, $100,000 siphoned through a shell LLC, my diary noting her greed, my proof. I'm precise. The NDA's Clause 14B, requiring financial disclosure, was my ace, my diary noting her oversight, my power. I'm armed. Jamie's video, with Claire's she's broken taunt, was explosive, my diary noting her scorn, my weapon. I'm ready. I compiled Git logs, client contracts, and emails proving my 49% revenue contribution, my diary noting my work, her theft. I'm undeniable. Raphael sent board bypass records, my diary noting her fraud, my leverage. I'm building. I contacted Diane Kessler, a lawyer at Carter, Nolan, and Rowe, who confirmed the filing's flaws, my diary noting her lies, my law. I'm supported. Claire's PR escalated articles claimed I stole code, my diary noting her slander, my silence. I'm steady. Colleagues' messages. This isn't you. Bolstered me, my diary noting their trust, my strength. I'm not alone. I found Grandpa's hard drive, its timestamps validating my code, my diary noting his gift, my truth. I'm anchored. His words, truth has your files, guided me, my diary noting his wisdom, my path. I'm focused. I prepared for the investor call, my diary noting her stage, my moment. I'm coming. Flying to San Francisco. I skipped sleep, nerves trailing me to the conference center, my diary noting her spotlight, my stand. I'm resolute. The ballroom buzzed with industry elites, Claire radiant in crimson, delivering my slides, my diary noting my words, her mask. I'm watching. Her keynote quoting my 2019 memo faltered when an assistant handed her an envelope, my diary noting. Her pause, my signal. I'm ready. A projector error flashed, my diary noting her glitch, my opening. I'm poised. As she pivoted to Q&A, I stood, heels clicking, my diary noting her throne, my voice. I'm speaking. At the mic, I declared I'm Zoe Parker, co-founder. This platform is my proprietary work, under legal review, my diary noting my truth, their shock. I'm heard. The room hushed. Claire's smile froze, my diary noting her facade, crumbling now. I'm unyielding. Investors whispered, Miriam Tan nodding, that's all we needed, my diary noting her ally, my support. I'm validated. Post-session, cards flooded in investors, interns, my diary noting their respect, my legacy. I'm enough. I didn't gloat. My truth spoken, my diary noting my stand, her fall. I'm free. Claire's team scrambled, my diary noting her panic, my calm. I'm steady. San Francisco's October dusk was vibrant, my resolve a quiet fire. Claire's betrayal a wound transformed into strength, a vow to pursue justice, setting the stage for a legal battle that would cement my victory and expose her fraud. The conference revelation, exposing Claire's theft of my work, was a bold strike, but her legal counterattack pushed me into a courtroom battle that secured my legacy at ThriveWell Bio. In a San Jose courthouse, the October afternoon was crisp, sunlight filtering through high windows, casting a stark glow across a mahogany bench piled with legal binders. The air was thick with the scent of polished wood and the tension of an impending verdict, a far cry from the Charleston boardroom where I was erased. My diary lay in my bag, its pages a raw chronicle of my fight the Zoom taunt, the $100,000 fraud. Grandpa's hard drive a record of my struggle to reclaim my rights, urging me to reflect on the moment truth prevailed. The memory of Claire's You're No Longer co-founder and her smear campaign burned, a wound transformed into strength as I faced her in court, setting the stage for a victory that would restore my name and leave her legacy in tatters. Claire's motion accused me of stealing code, my diary noting her lies, my truth. I'm steady. Headlines screamed Sisters at War, my diary noting her spin, my silence. I'm focused. Diane's binder, Get logs, emails, the NDA clause proved my ownership, my diary noting my work, her fraud. I'm armed. In court, Claire's polished lawyers loomed, her gaze avoiding mine, my diary noting her venom, my calm. I'm resolute. Diane presented a sealed estate clause, my diary noting Grandpa's gift, my shield. I'm protected. The judge read Leora Jennings retains IP rights, my diary noting his foresight, my victory. I'm vindicated. Claire's face cracked, her lawyer's whisper frantic, my diary noting her mask, slipping now. I'm unyielding. The judge ruled Miss Parker never relinquished control, nullifying Claire's filing, my diary noting her scheme, undone now. I'm restored. The courtroom stilled, my diary noting silence, my triumph. I'm whole. Diane's calm. Its fraud sealed Claire's fate. My diary noting her greed. Exposed now. I'm clear. I stood, legs steady. My diary noting her fall. My rise. I'm free. Outside, reporters swarmed, but I walked past, my diary noting their noise, my peace. I'm moving. Claire's team faltered, my diary noting her empire, crumbling now. I'm unshaken. Post-hearing. I visited Grandpa's garden, his letter. You're never second in hand, my diary noting his love, my anchor. I'm enough. The roses, wild but loyal, mirrored my resolve, my diary noting his space, my strength. I'm rooted. I didn't cry. My relief quiet. My diary noting his faith, my clarity. I'm healed. Back in Charleston, Claire's resignation loomed, my diary noting her exit, my return. I'm ready. I prepared to lead ThriveWell, my diary noting my vision, their future. I'm rising. San Jose's October dawn was bright, my resolve a quiet fire, Claire's betrayal a wound transformed into strength, a vow to rebuild authentically, setting the stage for a new era where I defined my legacy, unbound by her deceit. Reclaiming my role at ThriveWell Bio after Claire's betrayal was a radiant triumph, freeing me to lead authentically, my legacy rooted in truth and service, not her stolen spotlight. In ThriveWell's new San Diego campus, the October morning was luminous, sunlight streaming through glass walls, illuminating a modest office with whiteboards and tenant notes. The air was fragrant with coffee and the calm of my new role creative director, shaping wellness tech with integrity. My diary lay open on my desk, its pages a powerful testament to my journey the firing, the courtroom, Grandpa's claws a chronicle urging me to live fully, unbound by those who erased me. The memory of Claire's unstable lies and her $100,000 fraud faded, replaced by my team's loyalty, Mason's trust, and my own resilience, a triumph that needed no vengeance, affirming my right to live as Zoe Parker, a woman who rose above betrayal with courage and an unyielding belief in her own worth. Claire's resignation came swiftly, her firm audited, my diary noting her greed, exposed now. I'm unmoved. I signed the final transfer, using Grandpa's ivory pen, my diary noting his gift, my closure. I'm whole. The plaque Parker Center for Wellness Innovation stood at the campus entrance, my diary noting my name, my legacy. I'm proud. I didn't gloat, my focus on rebuilding, my diary noting her fall, my rise. I'm steady. Colleagues like Jamie sent notes. You're the heart, my diary noting their faith, my strength. I'm enough. I led with transparency, honoring interns and clients, my diary noting their trust, my duty. I'm grounded. I visited Grandpa's garden, his letter. You hold things together, guiding me, my diary noting his love, my path. I'm rooted. The hydrangeas, heavy but alive, mirrored my journey, my diary noting his wild, my fire. I'm alive. I spoke at a tech conference building truth in crisis, my diary noting my story, their hope. I'm giving. Attendees connected, one saying, You showed me I'm enough, my diary noting my voice, their courage. I'm fulfilled. Claire's last email, seeking a talk, went unanswered, my diary noting her plea, no power. I'm done. I burned old pitch notes, my diary noting her lies, ashes now. I'm free. San Diego's October dusk glowed, my resolve a quiet fire, Claire's betrayal a wound transformed into strength, a life of purpose and innovation, a triumph that affirmed my worth as Zoe Parker, not her shadow, but a woman who built her own light, a beacon for others to rise.